Welcome to this session of VI Editor. In this session, we'll understand some of the basic editing keys and how do you get started in editing the VI file. I have two files. One is a sample.txt, another file called vihelp.txt. So if you have a lot of files to edit, you can edit all of them together. So you have an advantage of working with them together. Okay. So as I talked about, we can use GG for going to the beginning of the file. And if I want to go to the next file, if I have edited multiple files, Shift:N will give me the next file that I have edited in the VI. So when I entered VI, I entered the two file names and I can use them. So if you want to toggle between them, I can use Shift+6 between two files. So you can observe over here, you have two files which are available where we can toggle them. Okay. So this is having said that, let's get started with the ABCDs of VI, the real ABCD. I'm going to the sample.txt. This is just a text file that I've got from some examples. So don't worry about the contents of the file. We'll look at the key sequences and then what it does in VI. So in the help file, which I'm going to share you later, I have indicated from A to Z all the characters, what it means, and then what are the actions that we can do with those keys. So let's get started with A. A means append a text immediately, and capital A is append a text at the end of the current line. So I am in this line. Let's say I want to add something over here. I am somewhere here. I want to add some word or some characters. If I press A, it is going to go to insert mode after the current position. Let's say I have entered something. So pressing escape will come back to an escape or a command mode. Again, let's say I want to add some more characters over here. So what I can do is I am somewhere here. If I do A, it is going to the next position and will be in an insert mode. So the added here. Okay. So now I am here in the middle of the line. I want to add something at the end of the line. Let's say after the full stop that we see. Pressing Shift A will go to the insert mode after the last character of the current line. So the last character in this case was the space. I added additional chars. This is append at the end of the line. So again, let's say I am somewhere here. Appended, and Shift A, appended at the end of the line. Okay, so this is with respect to A. Let's go with the B. B is basically backward. If I am wherever I am in a current position, let's say I am somewhere here. If I press B, it goes to the non-space word backwards. So if I am pressing B, so keep moving, and you can observe the moment it comes to machine critical, we expect it come to M, but it comes to C because hyphen or a dash is not a word character. So it just goes to a word character. Okay, so you can keep pressing B. Okay, now what is uppercase B? Uppercase B is go to the go to the word where it starts with a space. So it is again B. Look at this. Here I am somewhere here. If I press B, it comes to comma. It comes to T hyphen fault. But if I am somewhere here, if I press uppercase B, it comes to a word separated by spaces. It becomes easier for it, if you want to consider the entire word like mission critical as one word, you can use uppercase B, something like this. So smaller b is just one word which is separated by a non-word character. Uppercase B is you just go to wherever there is a space. So this is A, B and C. Let's go to the C. C is, so let me just write it and go to the next slide. So we talked about A, B is move cursor back to start of the previous word. C is change of the text. Okay, C is generally used in conjunction with other sequences. So I want to change something, right? So just before going to C, I'll also talk about, we talked about B, which is backward. How do I go forward, word by word? That is W. Pressing W, it goes to one word forward. Pressing capital W goes to one word forward with the space separated. So let's go here, and pressing uppercase W, it just goes to the next word. Whereas if I press W, it just goes word by word. Okay. So B is backward, W is word forward. Okay. Now I want to use change. C is for change. I can use this in conjunction with other characters, as I mentioned. I want to change only the word. Let's say open. So C W. So this is changed to open is changed. Alright. Now again here I am somewhere here, database. I want to change this word CW. Okay, DB. I can change to whatever I want. So in this case, because I pressed a lowercase w, the dot is not changed. Okay. Now let's use the same thing with uppercase. So I am using C uppercase W. So if you look at, it will go up to the L. Okay, using uppercase W. So same here, if I use uppercase W, C uppercase W, including the dot is changed. Okay, so so C can be used in conjunction with any other character I said. I want to change, let's say, a word dot, but I am at a position called T, right? How do I change? C lowercase b. So this is what it is changed. C is from the current position until the backward. Okay, somewhere I am somewhere here. So CB will change from the current position backward for the word. And same thing with C with uppercase B. Let's say we are here. C with an uppercase B changes from change source. Okay. And I want to change the entire line. Let's say I am here. I want to delete the line and then insert a different one, which is nothing but change the entire line. C, two C's will change the entire line irrespective of wherever you are. The cursor need, it can be anywhere. Let's say I am somewhere here. I want to change the entire line. CC, change CC, only two C's, change the entire line. So we have, so C can be used with multiple other characters. Dollar represents the end of the current line. Let's say if I press dollar, it goes to the end of the current line. If I press 0, it goes to the beginning of the current line. So there is a space because of the space, it is coming the space. Let's say if I go to dollar, 0. Okay. Now, so I am somewhere here. I want to change until the end of the line. So C dollar, change, C dollar changes until end of line. Okay, so if I want to change from up to the from the beginning of the line, currently C0 changes from the beginning of the line, from current position to beginning of line. So C can be used with multiple other characters. Okay. So having said that, let's say if I press 0, it goes to a 0th position, but let's say it is space. And even let's assume I want to put a space and a tab and things like that. Okay. Now, if I press 0, it goes to the beginning. If I press dollar, it goes to the end of the current line. What if I have to bring the position to the first non-space character in the line? So pressing Shift 6, that is cap, is beginning of the current line, which is actually a word character or any character other than a space. So I have used both the spaces and a tab. So you can see this. I am using just traversing step by step. So there is a space and there is a tab and things like that. 0 goes to the beginning, dollar goes to the end, and then Shift 6 comes to the beginning of the current line, excluding the spaces. Okay. So the remaining things we'll cover in the next session, that is D, E, F and things like that. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Otherwise, happy learning and then experiment on your own. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and you'll be really getting benefit.